Chalo. So guys, a very good afternoon. Okay, I believe this is your second day of Top Yug Education, one of the best education I believe it to be. So welcome to it. Okay, this is Shweta Kabra. I'm a cost and management accountant, and I'm your mathematics LR and stats faculty. Beginning make what it happens when we start with the first class. There is so much of wasting of time. Basically, I believe asking. Doing many other activities. So we won't be doing any one such. We'll directly come to the point. First of all, guys, please have a smile on your faces because when I would be teaching you, even I have to smile, na, so you have to also smile. Okay, na? Are you fearing the subject? Seriously? Guys, let me tell you, one of the easiest subject it is. In fact, you can play with this subject. Sachi bata rahi hu, I'm telling you truth. Okay, this is your paper 3. Paper 1 and 2, you people are knowing that it is a subjective one. And 3 and 4 objective, right? So objective mein to you can play. But then you have to play very carefully. Why? There would be a negative marking, na? पहले क्या था मतलब निकाल दिए थे बीच में they have removed it. Now there is a negative marking. So what you have to do, you have to play very carefully. Okay. PUBG, how many of you have played Ray? Almost everyone. So you will play carefully only, na? Hai na? So even the same thing you have to play very carefully. Chalo, I'll get back to this. I mean to the paper. Later on, as and when we get time, we'll do some chit chat also the same moment. Continuous, if I teach you, you will get bored, I'll get bored, and we both will get bored. Okay. So coming to this, I hope you all can see it clearly. So this is our paper 3. Okay. It is BM, LR and stats. BM is nothing but business mathematics. Mathematics is having varied types. Here we would be learning only BM, business mathematics, and then LR. LR is something which has introduced in the foundation. Okay, logical reasoning. You know what it happens? I've seen many people who are very good with the knowledge and all, but logically they miss something. So then I thought, chalo bhai, let us ingest some logical thing. So LR is ingested in this, and the last one is stats. One thing I would like to tell you very clearly, stats is the most important part which people ignore, but in real life also we do use stats. So today in today's session, in the initial few minutes, I would be giving introduction with respect to BM, LR and stats. After that, we would be directly starting with the unit 1. We will not be wasting time. Okay. So coming to this BM, which is our business mathematics. First thing I would like to tell you, I would be using the ICAI study text only. Guys, till now I have been teaching it for almost more than 8 years, and trust me, in my whole life, I have realized only one thing. I mean, obviously many other things, but in this CA foundation, that if you study your ICAI study text, guaranteedly you will clear the paper. Guaranteedly. Okay, so we would be doing each and every problem of your ICAI study text, and later on I would be putting an exam to you which you people have to write. As and when we complete 2 topics, I'm going to put an exam to you all. Okay? So talking about this BM, let me talk about this paper. This paper is divided into 3 parts. Okay, and the whole marks of this paper is 100. 100 marks, you would be deriving it from 100 questions. मतलब 100 MCQ type questions, 100 objective questions, and I hope if you are aware or not, but this paper you would be having timing of 2 hours. How many minutes in 2 hours? 120 minutes in 2 hours. So basically in 120 minutes, how many questions you have to solve? 100. So what is the time per question? 1.2 minute. To be more precise, 1 minute 12 seconds on an average. Matlab, what do you learn from this? You need to be super quick. You need to be super quick. Okay. So guys, initially I would not be expecting the same from you. But as and when we complete slowly one by one, obviously I want you people to catch the speed of the calculator. Majorly we would be using calculator. You can use any of the KCO calculator or Citizen. I have to use this Citizen calculator only. I feel that is very easy because इसमें you have to press two times few things. Citizen में you do it one time, that is over. I'll also tell you all the shortcuts and everything I'm gonna tell you. So the onus, your attention of this paper is on me. ठीक है, तो tension मत लो. Have happy faces and then clear mind to be starting it. So I hope this is clear to you all. This paper is about, and yeah, -1/4 is the negative marking. Like you should not do the tukka wala things. मतलब तुक्के में ऑब्जेक्टिव आपने चूज कर लिया, नो, that's not going now. If you are sure, then only put it. If you don't know, leave them. है ना? At least you will not lose marks. ठीक है? Now talking about this BM and then LR and stats. It is divided, this 100 marks is divided into 3 parts. BM would be giving you 40 marks. LR will give you 20 marks. 1 minute, I'll just darken it. How to darken it, bhai? Yeah. So LR will give you 20 marks and stats will give you again 40 marks. Initially we had 50 marks. I mean 50% and 50% for mathematics and stats. Now it is divided into 40, 20 and 40. So the stats will give you 40 marks. Okay. Guys, BM you will have a set of 8 units. LR you will have a set of 4 units. And stats again you will have the similar one, set of 6 units. Actually I have prepared that in my iPad, on my iPad, but then unfortunately we cannot use it because of some technical, so I would be telling over here. So starting with it, ratios, I'm just telling you an overview of all the chapters. First chapter is your ratios, proportions, indices and logarithms. Okay, which I would be starting it today. Actually, I thought of starting time value of money. I love that chapter because you would be having that in your second level, intermediate level and final level also. But then I thought, starting में if I ask you people to learn how to bat a 6, you will be like, "Arey bhai, this is very tough. You people will fear na." So I was like, "Nakko chalo, let us go with very basic one top or whatever the cricket में whatever you tell." I'm not a cricket fan anyhow. So first chapter is ratios, proportions, indices and logarithms. Second one is the equations. Equations is nothing but when you are equating terms, you call it as equations. Okay, that I'm gonna tell you. Anyhow, now third one is inequalities. Inequalities is a very basic chapter, but this chapter would be having a great base in your final level operations management. Okay, so these three are comprising of 20 to 30% of your 40 marks. Matlab if you study these three, you will be getting minimum 20 to 30% of 40 marks. 40 marks ka hai na BM. So it would be something 8 to 12. Okay. Now this part, which is my favorite part, time value of money. And we in fact use it in our day-to-day lives, in finance and FM, in advanced finance, everywhere you use it. Whether if I talk about share market or if I talk about anything, we use this time value of money. You would be shocked to know that this would be the alone chapter would be comprising of 30 to 40% of your BM marks. Means if you are thorough with this chapter, 12 to 16 marks confirm you would be getting it. Okay, so you have to be very, very attentive while I start with this. I'll start once I complete the first 3, not before that. इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि you gonna miss the other chapters. Okay. So next one, time value of money, and then okay, fifth one is PNC. Basic concepts of permutations and computations. Before I proceed further, how many of you are from mathematics background, MEC? Are you from CEC background? No, Baba. MEC, MPC, what did you take? Or was you 11th and 12th? Huh? No, was your CBSE syllabus SSC only, no? So 11th intermediate, what was the course you have taken? MEC or CEC? Commerce, matlab mathematics you had, na? Stats you had, only stats you had. Okay. And then you people, how many of you are CEC background over here? 1, 2, 3. Non-maths. Okay. ठीक I should be knowing before I proceed because I need to know na how I should proceed. So permutations and combinations. So this would be a kind of upper hand to the one who were having mathematics in their intermediate PNC. Although we can do it because we are just having basic concept, we won't be having in depth. So you need not worry. Permutations and combinations, even if I tell you, there would be no point. You will not understand anything if I just give an overview. So we'll start this only when I start the chapter. Now the next one is PNC, and then we had APGP, sequence and series. APGP also we had in our intermediate here, Telangana mathematics, or I think, I don't know about Karnataka. And then APGP, and then we had sets, functions and relations, even we had this. And the last one is your calculus part. One of my again favorite part it is. So here you would be having two things, differentiation and integration. I hope I am not bugging you up by telling the syllabus. Okay, even if I am, but then you have to bear me for some time to know the syllabus. So these are the first 8 chapters of your BM. Am I clear? Baba, it's okay. You need not worry. I'm there now. You don't worry. Under me, many students have cleared their mathematics paper. Don't worry at all. I'll tell you what to study, what not. Okay. Now, let me talk about LR. LR may, most of you might not be knowing about this. This is coding, decoding, what we see in the movies, right? Coding, decoding, odd man out and all. How do they, even this IPS, IAS people, they learn this. So coding, decoding we would be having, and then we would be having blood relations in this. Okay. And then we would be having some direction test, like they'll draw something like this, ma. Okay, your home is here, you have to go left, and then you have to go right, and then you have to go left and right. Actually, literally, that would be the same, what I'm telling you. This would be interesting. Seriously, it would be interesting. So you would be having direction test and sitting arrangements. Sitting arrangements is like, to my left there is a girl, to my right there is a boy, to my left of left there's a boy, like something like that, that would be. So seating arrangements, that would be. So LR would be one of the interesting paper we can actually enjoy very much. Okay. So 4 sets you would be having: coding, decoding, odd man out. First one. Second one is the direction test. Third one is the seating arrangements. Fourth one is the blood relation. What is blood relation? You might have got the messages, na? Ki uncle's daughter's daughter, and then her husband's brother. What would you call him? Did you get this set of messages? Blood relations. Blood relations, that is. So 4 chapters we would be having. Okay? And now the last one is stats. Guys, mathematics is, it is inclusive in nature. It is non-continuous. But if I talk about stats, it's exclusive in nature. Matlab continuous it is. Okay. So if you miss the one, the other would be a problem to you. So you should not miss. The first chapter over here would be, just a statistical description of data. How did stats emerge? What kinds are there? How do we collect information, data, and so on? So suti rahega, but important it is. Why important bole to? I'll tell you how much marks it will accumulate. So this is statistical description of data. Second one is measures of central tendency and dispersion. Means, not to confuse you, let me tell you more clearly, that mean, median, mode, standard deviation, mean deviation, quartile deviation. Okay, these all would be there. That would be easy. It will not be difficult at all. This too will be accounting for 40% of 40 marks. मतलब 16 marks. आया समझ में? So this two will be accounting. मतलब if you study this and if you study time value of money, compulsorily you're gonna get 32. What is the pass percentage? 40%. मतलब 40 you need to have, and overall you need to have 50. है ना? That you people already know it. So basically, if you study these chapters very thoroughly, तो pass तो कैसे भी हो जाओगे. ठीक है? So measures of central tendency and dispersion is done, and then you will be having probability, you would be having correlation and regression, and you will have 1 minute ma theoretical distributions. So this 3 would be accounting for I can write this as 40 to 50 re, and these 3 I'll be writing it as 30 to 40 percentage. And the last one, even this is very important, compulsorily 10 marks you will get from this. 10 to 15%. 10 to 15 marks you will get from this. So basically, if you focus on time value of money, if you focus on statistical description of data, measures of central tendency and dispersion, and index numbers, so compulsorily you will clear the paper. You will clear the paper. But then you have to work hard for it. Okay. So guys, now you have entered a professional course and you know it's not easy. Let me not put you in the false cover, but it would be worth it. Okay? Shall we proceed further? You want to know anything more from me? Nothing. Shall I start with the ratios? Chalo, so let me start with the ratios over here. So this is unit 1 in that chapter 1. In unit 1 we are having 4 chapters. How many chapters we do have in unit 1? 4 chapters. Ratios, proportions, indices and logarithms. So we are starting with ratios. Okay? And guys, one more thing ma, please register yourself for the CA Foundation. If you register, then only they will provide you with the ICI study text. Till that, we can also have access to the CA Foundation material on the ICI.org. I mean that link is there. I'm going to forward to you, or if you want, I'll tell someone to forward it to you. So usme se you people can download it. Okay, so ratios is the first one you people downloaded, and the remaining questions whatever are left over, I'm going to send you a PDF copy. Okay. 1 minute ma, before we proceed further. Where are the pages? So starting with it, what is a ratio? Suppose like there is one king is having so much of properties, but then he is also having 10 sons. Okay, so he has to divide them in some proportionate. And you know very clearly in the previous era when they had 10 kids, 1 or 2 kids were favorite. Not like the current era ki we are having only 1 or 2 kids and both of them are favorite. That's not the case in the previous era. So only 1 or 2 kid would be favorite, and the other kids would be like thoda thoda chalta hai. So what they used to do, obviously exactly you cannot divide among 10. You won't be dividing 1 by 10 na. You would be dividing in some less or more or less. Okay, so that is nothing but a ratio. When you are dividing it in share, like suppose I'm having an apple pie or I'm having a cake, and you people are how many? 3, 5 and then 3, 11, right? So I'm gonna divide it in the 11 parts. So each and every person would be getting 1 by 11th part. 1 by 11th part. right? So that 1 by 11 is known as ratio. 1 by 11 is known as ratio. Now let me put in this manner. Ratio is nothing but it is a comparison of like terms. It is a comparison of like terms. So let me write the definition over here, ma. So ratio. I am writing the technical definition because we should be also knowing the technical definition. Comparison of the sizes of two or more quantities of the 1 minute of the same kind by division. Of the same kind by division is known as ratio. Of the same kind by division is known as ratio. I repeat, comparison of the sizes of two or more quantities of the same kind by division. So I just want to highlight over here, if I can, I think I can. So same kind. Okay, you can see I have highlighted this thing as same kind. The thing is, can I compare water with fire? No. Can I compare liters with weight? I mean kgs? No. Comparison has to be on an equal likely basis. It has to be commensurable. 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 Yeah. Now you might be thinking, what is she talking about? Why is she using hard words? I'm using these hard words because your book is having these hard words. And suppose if they're asking you an MCQ and then you'll be like, "Arey, ma'am, to padha hai nahi." So it has to be commensurable. Means having a standard size. मतलब measuring के लिए it has to be a standard set or standard terms. So comparison of the sizes of two or more quantities of the same kinds by division is known as ratio. Consider it as for your MCQ. ठीक है? Now let me tell you. So an example I would be writing over here. Example would be 2:3 or 3:4 or whatever it is. Or it can be √3:4 also. It can be √3:4 also. Or it can be, you tell me one thing, can I compare 2 kg with 100 grams? Huh? Yes? How? So how? How, Baba? How can I compare? वो बोलो मेरे को. Tell me the. Very good. 1 kg is equal to how many grams? 1 kg is equal to 1000 grams. So basically I can write 2000 is to 100, right? So that would be equal to 20:1. 20:1. So basically what we have to do is we have to check whether we can convert or not. If we cannot convert, leave it. No comparability. But if we can convert, then convert and do it. Similarly, if I talk about liters also, milliliters, like that it will be given, now you have to convert and then do it. Am I clear till here? Okay. Now, can you see numbers in ratios? 2:3, 3:4, so on. So these numbers are known as terms. These numbers are known as terms. What do you call these numbers? You call it as terms. So each and every ratio will have minimum 2 terms. It can be more than that, but minimum 2 terms. So partnership in your accounts, you might have studied na accounts, so everyone have studied. In that you are having a ratio that the partners are divided in that ratio, A, B, C, D are there, whatever the ratio is given. So 2 terms are minimum, ma. You can have more than that. Okay. So usually it will have 2 terms. So Let me talk about that. Ratio is nothing but or is denoted by, let me write that way, which would be pretty clear. So ratio is denoted by two terms A is to B minimum. A is known as the first term, or we can also call it as antecedent. B is known as the second term or consequent. A is known as the first term or antecedent. B is known as the second term or consequent. Am I clear till here? Sure? Guys, there are few notes which I want to make you people write, and then I'm going to start with the illustrations by giving you few more properties. So the notes I would be writing over here. These notes are very important for your MCQs. So please make sure you are writing everything. So note me first one, order of the terms in a ratio is important. Order of the terms in a ratio is important. So what order it is? Like we are having some A is to B order, matlab A by P. So order is important. You cannot write whatever you want. Compulsorily it has to be in order of A is to B. That is note 1. Second note is ratio exists only between the quantities of same kind. Like I have given an example that you cannot compare water with fire. Okay. So ratio exists only if the quantities of same kind are available. Alright. Third point. To compare two ratios, convert them into equivalent like fractions. To compare two ratios, convert them into equivalent like fractions. You want me to show an example of that? So for the third one, example is something 2 1 by 5 and then 3 1 by 6. 2 1 by 5 and then 3 1 by 6. Have a look over here. Now I want to make them right, or I want to write them in a ratio form. Which form we call it basically? Huh? It's a mixed fraction, right? But ratios may we usually prefer integers. What are integers? Yes, all the numbers including 0 with positive and negative signs. What are whole numbers? 0 to infinity, but only positive. What are natural numbers? 1 to infinity, only positive. Matlab whole numbers में only 0 is an extra thing. Natural numbers में there would be no 0. Integers में you will be having everything negative, positive and also 0. Okay, and fractions are in this manner which we have already written, mixed fraction. Now what I will do is, I hope you people know how to convert this. 5 into 2 plus 1. So 5 into 2 plus 1 is nothing but 11 by 5. Similarly, 3 into 6 plus 1 is nothing but 19 by 6. Is it an appropriate ratio? Can you actually understand? No. What we have to do? We have to convert na So what I will do is I'll take an LCM of 5 comma 6. We know it is 30. 5 into 6 is 30. So I hope you people are knowing how to do LCM. Guys, if you don't know anything, please let me know. Okay, now you need not fear, you need not feel shy. You people are here to learn. Even if you don't know the basics of the basics, let me know, I'll teach you. But if you don't tell me, I can't teach you, na? So just let me know. You need not fear. You have paid for it. You have every right to learn whatever you want. Am I clear? So up 5 into 6. Here also we have to multiply with 6. 6 into 5. Here also we have to multiply with 5. So basically this will become 66 by 30. And this will become how much, ma? 19 5 is a 95. 95 by 30. Denominators में same terms है. So you can forego the denominators and you can write only 6695. Right? Now this is known as equivalent like fractions. आया समझ में? So ratio में we do it every time. This thing we do it every time. Let me know if I can proceed further. Shall I proceed further? One point, this point I'll write. So if a quantity, very very important, put a double star mark for the MCQ. If a quantity increases or decreases in the ratio A is to B, in the ratio A is to B, then the new quantity is equal to B of the original quantity by A. Then new quantity is equal to B of the original quantity by A. B of the original quantity by A. What is this? I'll tell you an example, then you will understand it. Shall I start with an example? So the example I would like to tell you, what is your name, Ray? Samir. Samir, what is your weight? Samir weighs 56 kgs. Okay. His weight increases by 5 is to 6. Now I'll write compute the new weight. Compute the new weight. How we will do? 56 into 56 is the original quantity, original weight. Huh? B by A, did I write over there in the formula? I've written na. What is B? 6. What is A? 5. Now do it and tell me. 5 ones again, 5 ones a 0.1, 11.2 I got. 6 twos are 12, 1 carry. 6 ones are 6, 8. Is it 68.2 if I am right? 68.2 right na? Just check ma. It has to be 68.2 only. So now he is weighing how much? 68.2 kg. भाई बहुत बढ़ा दिया तूने. 12 kg सम्मा. Is it clear? So basically, if a quantity increases or decreases in the ratio A is to B, then the new quantity would be, you have to reverse the original ratio into the original quantity. Just write it down and then let me know, I'll proceed further. 6 twos are, sorry, 67 na? I'll erase this otherwise. Now, one more thing I want to tell you. So to get the new quantity from the original quantity, you have to multiply with a fraction. This is the fraction which I am talking about. I repeat, to get the new quantity from the original quantity, you have to multiply with a fraction. This fraction with which you would be multiplying is known as, I'll just write over here, is known as factor multiplying ratio. Very, very important for your MCQ. Factor multiplying ratio. Factor multiplying ratio. So I'll just tell you a sentence for that. Guys, being the first class, I'm giving you everything over here. The remaining all, I'll just prepare a PDF. I'll send it to you. Okay, so that we can take, I'm going to explain everything in the class, but I'll just make a note of it and send it to you like a PDF copy so that we won't waste our time and we can save our time and do more problems in the class. Okay? So now this fifth point लिख लीजिए आप लोग. The fraction by which the original quantity is multiplied, the fraction by which the original quantity is multiplied to get the new quantity is called the factor multiplying ratio. Is called the factor multiplying ratio. I basically like many colors. Arey baba. So that's why I use many colors in my notebook. Even when I was studying the CMA, I used to get those pens. What pens they are? Not highlighters. I'm not talking about highlighters. Colorful pens. Ha. No. Sketch pens only, but they are like this only there. Ha. Like many beautiful colors I used to decorate. I'll show you one day my books also. I used to decorate them. I used to because how it happens, guys, the studies are mentally connected, Ray. If you feel good, you study good. You study well. So make sure you're preparing your notes very beautifully. Okay, na? It will attract. Every beautiful thing attracts, na, in the first place. Later on, maybe that is not concerned, but the first place, so it attracts. Okay. Chalo, so these are the 5 points which were very much required. Now what I will do is I'll start with the properties of the ratio and then we'll jump with the problems and we'll do few problems. Okay? So just write down the heading over there as properties of ratio. So you can call this as properties of ratio or you can also call it as types of ratios. Okay, we would be learning many other things in proportions, but abhi ke liye whatever is required, I'm going to tell you that much only. See, I also know Telugu, I also know Hindi, I also know English. So by chance, if you feel that I'm using an extra word in Hindi, just let me know if you don't understand anything. Okay, na? So properties of ratio, first one, let me start with inverse ratio. So inverse ratio. You tell me inverse ratio of A is to B would be? Simple, na? That also they are giving over here. Simple it is. Inverse ratio of A is to B is? B is to A. Simple. So examples I'm not giving for this because you people already know it. Now the second one. Let me talk about this compound ratio. So compound ratio comes only when there are more than two ratios. Put a note in your books. When do compound ratio comes? Only when there are more than two or more than two, sorry. 2 or more than 2. Bhai, what is happening? Two or more than 2. If there is only one ratio, there would be no compound ratio. An example I would like to give you. Suppose we are having A is to B and C is to D. Right? Compound ratio would be AC is to BD. So if I want to put it in the technical terms, what is compound ratio? Product of first terms is to product of last terms. So product of first terms is to product of last terms. Okay, shall we proceed further? So an example, if I want to give you this would be an example. Like we are having 3 is to 4 and 5 is to 6. Okay. So compound ratio CR would be 3 5s are 15, 4 6s are 24. So let me write 3 into 5 and then here 4 into 6. Am I clear with compound ratio? There would be many problems and compulsorily there would be one problem asked in the exam with respect to compound ratio. 2 मिनट रुको भाई, पानी पी लेती हूँ. Shall I proceed further? Now next one is duplicate ratio. So first I'll tell you the technical terms of this. Uske baad I'll tell you very simplistic language of this. So ratio compounding of itself. Ratio compounding of itself is known as duplicate ratio. Ratio compounding of itself is known as duplicate ratio. Okay. In simple terms, if A is to B is the ratio, then duplicate ratio would be A square is to B square. Matlab squaring of the ratios is squaring of the terms of the ratios is known as duplicate ratio. Squaring of the terms of the ratios is known as duplicate ratio. In simple terms, the sentence which I have given above, it would be used for MCQ. Basically, I want to leave no room where we are not considering any point which can come into MCQ. I want to tell you all the points where there are chances of appearing as MCQ in your exam. Am I clear till here? Now the next one. अब duplicate आया तो sub duplicate भी आएगा. It's simple. It's like husband आया तो wife भी आएगी पीछे. You have to invite ना. तो sub duplicate ratio of A is to B would be root A is to root B. There you are squaring. What are you doing here? Square rooting. Squaring, square rooting. Okay. Now the next one is triplicate ratio. Triplicate ratio of A is to B would be A cube is to B cube. So triplicate means you will also have very good people, very smart people. So this is cubed root of A is to cube the root of p. ठीक है? Now what else you want in this? You want anything extra to give? Chalo, last wala, I'll tell you now. Continued ratio. Continued ratio is nothing but, will you have only two partners in your partnership? Will you have only two child? It can be 2, 3, 4. It is your wish how many you want to have. So continued ratio is A is to B is to C is to as so on. A is to B is to C is to so on. Okay. So just write down a sentence over there for continued ratio. Is the relation between the magnitudes of 3 or magnitudes between the magnitudes of 3 or more quantities of same kind. What is magnitude रे? बोलो. मैग्नीट्यूड क्या है? फिजिक्स में पढ़े होंगे ना? हाँ? It is the power. It is the power of each and every molecule basically. It has many definitions, but one such over here is each and every quantity is powering in a appropriate similar kind of manner. And the last point, if the ratio is of integers, we call it as commensurable. If the ratio is not of integers, we call it as incommensurable. I have covered every part of theory in ratios. Okay, there is nothing part left over. So last point we will write. If the terms in a ratio are integers, then we call it as commensurable. 1 minute ma, I have to use a stroke. Then we call it as commensurable. Okay, comma, if it is not integers बोले तो any rational numbers, fractions or whatever, है ना? What are rational numbers? What are rational numbers? बोलिए भाई. Fractions baba. Fractions are rational numbers. What are irrational numbers? Fractions में decimal नहीं रहते. Exactly. The major difference between rational and irrational is rational में numbers would be limited, but irrational में, जैसे if I talk about root 2, it will go on na continuously. That is irrational. Incommensurable. So guys, here I am starting with your exercise. Okay, today's homework I want to tell you, I'll anyhow complete ratios today. I want to tell you the today's homework. There would be few illustrations before the exercise. The solutions would already be given. but I want you people to be doing it in your books in your own terms. Whatever you know, you do it. If you don't know, just ask me, don't copy the solution. Okay? You have to do it in your books. Before the class starts, before the 5 minutes, I'm going to check your books. So make sure you are taking out some 15-20 minutes and doing it. It's for you people only. Okay? You are writing na in the attempt November, December, whenever the exam is there. So we have to prepare right from today. You can't lean on later on ki I'm going to prepare karke. Okay? So consider that as your homework. So guys, you can use your cell phone only for this thing. What you do is Google Chrome में जाओ, CA Foundation study material करके मारो. The first website or the link you will be finding it of ICAI. Till the time at least you get your study text. And guys, let me tell you one thing. Whoever is providing you the material, na, they will cut copy paste from your study text and they'll provide you the same. पूरे books देख लो आप. Whether even if I talk about the Paduka book or whatever, the books which you are getting in the market, they'll do the same thing. ठीक है? So those who are not having, those who are having, well and good. Would you mind sharing one with your friends? Boy, anyone have an extra one? We just need it for the questions, right? That's it. खुल गया ना वो? Ratios. Let me know when to start. Shall I start? The first website, you click on that, you will find, and then you have to use the study text from 2022 onwards. That one you have to see. And then just click the ratios one. You'll find the exercise 1A. Chalo, I'm starting then, okay? So first one, the inverse ratio of 11:15 is 15:11. Which option? A. Now second one, the ratio of two quantities is 3:4. If the antecedent is 15, the consequent is first term antecedent, second term consequent. So antecedent is 15. What is the consequent? Yes. Because how you will get it? When you will get 15 in 3 tables? 3, when you are multiplying 3 with 5, so you have to also multiply 4 with 5. Then only you will get 15:20. And what is 20? 20 is consequent. Yes, beta, did you get this? एक काम करो, you just join with them. नहीं, this one did you get it? I'm asking. एक बार देख लो question and then answer also you see. If you have any doubt, let me know. You want me to repeat? First wala to you understood na? Second wale mein it is given that the ratio of two quantities is 3:4. ठीक है? Antecedent is 15. Antecedent means first term. What is consequent? So we equate it. if you want, we can do like this. 3 by 4 is equal to 15 by x. Cross multiply 3x is equal to 15 into 4. X is equal to 15 into 4 by 3, 20. If you want, you can do that way, or if you want, you can do this way. Okay, understood? Especially the non-maths people. Just let me know when you don't understand anything. Point out, stop me, and then ask the same moment. Now the third one is the ratio of the quantities is 5:7. Now this is a nice question. If the consequent of its inverse ratio is, first thing, inverse ratio karo. What is the inverse? 7 by 5. Consequent means second term. So what is the second term? 5. What would be the first term, Ray? As simple as that. Hai na? So what are they asking in the question? I repeat. The ratio of the quantities is 5:7. The consequent of its inverse ratio is nothing but, obviously, 7 or 5. Sure. So what should be the option? Antecedent they are asking, or consequent? Antecedent. So answer is 7. Option C. Clear? Shall we proceed next? The ratio compounded of 2:3, 9:4, 5:6, 8:10. So what is compound ratio? Product of first terms is to product of last terms. That's what we have written. Hai na? So have a look. CR is nothing but 2 into 9 into 5 into 6. 1 minute, 1 minute. So it is 8 is to 3 into 4 into 6 into 10. Product of first terms is equal to product of last terms or second terms. Okay. So can you cancel? Just check if you can cancel. 3 ones are 3 threes are 3 ones are 3 twos are 2 2 cancel. 4 ones are 4 twos are 2 ones are 5s are 5 5 cancel. 1 is to 1. So you have to always write the simplified version of a ratio. The holistic version you should never write. Multiply करके direct नहीं लिखना है. You have to write the simplified. So cancel it as and when required. Am I clear? Chalo, next one now. Fifth one. Duplicate ratio of 3:4 is 3 square is to 4 square. 9 is to 16. What's your name, beta? Anshika. Are you getting this? Shall we proceed further? Now sixth one. Subduplicate ratio of 25:36 is? Very good. Square root of 25 is to square root of 36. 5:6. I hope these are the basics everyone are knowing. है ना? नहीं आया तो बोलो. If you don't know, just let me know. Yes, ma. What is your name? Shri Hari. You're getting it? Yeah, and one more non-math student. You're getting it. What's your name? Samir. I'm very poor in remembering names actually. So I would be asking you again and again. Just let me know. So we are in the seventh one now. Triplicate ratio of 2:3. Very good. 2 cube is to 3 cube. 8 is to 27. Now subtriplicate ratio of 8 is to 27 is cube to root of 8 is to cube to root of 27. So if you want me to write to be more precise, 8 to the power 1 by 3 is to 27 to the power 1 by 3. So 8 ko we can write it as 2 cube to the power 1 by 3. This 3 gets cancelled. And similarly 3 cube to the power 1 by 3, 3 gets cancelled. 2 is to 3 is a simplified form. Now tell me maths, is it hard? It's too easy, right? So almost all the chapters are like this only. I mean, they would be easy only. Now next one, ninth one. The ratio compounded of 4 is to 9 and the duplicate ratio of 3 is to 4. Means what are they doing? Listen to me. They are asking us to calculate the compound ratio. Compound ratio of 4 is to 9 and duplicate ratio of 3 is to 4. Means 3 square is to 4 square. These are the two ratios given in the question. First you have to duplicate 3 is to 4. Okay. And then you have to make compounding of it. So CR would be 4 into 3 square is to 9 into 4 square. So 3 3 is a 9 gets cancelled. 4 1s a 4 4s a. So answer is 1 is to 4. Am I clear? So now these are only two ratios. Sometimes there would be three ratios in which one would be the duplicate and the other would be the triplicate. And guys, Samir, you're not writing? Practicals में if you don't put pen on the paper, your mind will not work. लिख के ले लो. So make sure the more you put pen on the paper, the more you will learn in practicals. Shall I proceed further? 10 to 1. The ratio compounded of 4 is to 9. Now the second one is duplicate ratio of 3 is to 4 means 3 square is to 4 square. Triplicate ratio of 2 is to 3 means 2 cube is to 3 cube and 9 is to 7. 4 ratios are given in which the one is duplicate and the other one is triplicate. Remaining two are as it is. Okay. So what we have to do CR में product of first terms 4 into 3 square into 2 cube into 9 is to 9 into 4 square into 3 cube into 7. So basically I can cancel 9 right, and then I can cancel 3 square and 3 wala power I can cancel, and 4 I can cancel and 4 wala power I can cancel. So 4 bole to this would be 2, this would be 1. So what is the answer left over? 2 is to 7. Did you understand? Would you want to try the 11th one? Try doing it. I'll wait for you. Sure. See, in the 10th question it is given the ratio compounded of 4 is to 9, duplicate ratio of 3 is to 4, triplicate ratio of 2 is to 3 and 9 is to 7. Means we have to do the duplicate ratio of 3 is to 4, 3 square, 4 square. We have to do the triplicate ratio of 2 is to 3, 2 cube, 3 cube. Okay. And 9 is to 7 is as it is. We shouldn't touch anything. Now what we are doing compound ratio. Product of first terms is to product of last terms. So first terms multiply is to product of last term. Try doing it the 11th one. What is the answer? 3 is to 32. Uh-huh. The ratio compounded of duplicate ratio means 4 square is to 5 square. Triplicate means 1 cube is to 3 cube. Subduplicate means square root of 81 is to square root of 256. And subtriplicate means cubed root of 125 is to cubed root of 512. Eight na 512. No, yeah, 64. 8 8 is 64. 64 8 is 512. So basically now we have to do the CR. It is 4 square is to 1 cube is to square root of 81 is to cube root of 125. Now 5 square into, sorry, I am telling is to na, into 5 square into 3 cube into 256 into cube root of 512. So this would be 16. I mean, you need not simplify that thing if you want. I'll just write 4 square into 1. So 81 ka square root is 9 and 125 ka cube root is 5. Okay. Similarly, 5 square into 3 to the power 3. 256 ka square root is 16 na. Because 15 15 is a 225. 16 16 is a 256. And similarly, this is 8. Okay, now let us cancel 4 square and then 16 cancels. 5 and then this power gets cancelled. And then this 9 gets cancelled and then the power gets cancelled over here. You do in your manner simplification. Kaisa bhi karo, it is your wish. You need not copy the same exact way. So here I am left over with 1. Arey no baba. Yeah, I am left over with 1. And the other side I am left over with 32. No, 24 na. 11th one. Just check if everything is right. No, 5 is also there na yaar. 24 into 5. 120. Huh? Guys, check my everyone. Check the calculations and also do tell me the answer. What answer is there? Is it none of this? I think none of this is, it has to be. 1:12. 1:120. None of this ना आंसर. पीछे देखो चैप्टर के. After logarithms you will find the key ma. None of this na, हाँ. As far as I remember. Now let me know who did not understand, and the others can proceed with the 12th one. Boys, did you all get this? 11th one? नहीं आया. What we are doing is 4 ratios are given na. So product of the first terms is to product of the second terms. Did you do it till there? Get me your book. Matlab I can't come because I'm also going live now. I can't move out of my place. Being a protocol, so you can just know. Come stand here, she is telling. Can't come, huh? So
I got stuck here, man. Please.
Adek bhai, this is 5 cube it is. Okay. So did you all get it? I hope it's clear. It's interesting also. There has to be some challenge, otherwise it goes monotonous. Yes, Srihari, where are you up to? Are you getting it? Good. Chalo, 12th one, this one I have to tell you. So A is to B is equal to 3 is to 4. They are asking you to calculate 2A plus 3B is to 3A plus 4B. Let me tell you the simple trick. Guys, in mathematics, tricks works more. Abhi to I did not start yet with trial and error method. That also we will do it. But before that, we'll make our basic strong. It means A is 3, B is 4. Substitute it directly in the terms, in the ratio. So basically 2 3s are 6, 3 4s are 12. And then 3 3s are 9, 4 4s are 16. So 18 is to 25. Simplify, can we simplify it? No. That's it, the answer. Shall I start with the next? Now 13th one. Two numbers are in the ratio 2:3. Now this is the one you people need to have a look for. If 4 be subtracted from each, they are in the ratio 3:5. The numbers are, there is one method which we go in a straightforward manner. X method we call it. Let the numbers be X. Exam में you are having 1 minute 12 seconds. उसमें will you do the X method? No. Here we go with T and E method, means trial and error method. So whole mathematics is about T and E method. If you know this now, mathematics will become a piece of cake for you. You'll be like, अरे इसमें I'll score कम से कम 60-70 बोल के, you'll think in that manner. बाकी के में you can compensate. So now, see, I have been doing this from some n number of years. I know the answer also, I can directly tell you. But what it happens, we usually start with A. But we have to be very, very quick. So, ab, we don't know exactly what is the number. So, I'll start with 16, 24. They have to be in what ratio presently? They have to be in what ratio in the first case? Case 1. 2:3 के ratio में. 8 2s are 8 3s are. Case 1 satisfying. Now you have to do -4. So what would be the case 2? 3:5. Right? So do -4 means 16 -4 and then 24 -4. So 12:20. 4 3s are 4 5s are. Case satisfied. For trial and error method, every time you will be having two cases. You can have one also, but mostly two you will have. You have to see whether both of the cases are satisfying it or not. Before subtracting 4, it is in the ratio 2:3. Check for the numbers which are in the ratio 2:3. After subtracting 4, it is in the ratio 3:5. So subtract and then check whether it is in the ratio of 3:5 or not. So do it on your own and let me know if you have any doubts. And guys, one more tip while teaching you, I would like to tell you, whatever I do it over here on the board, you learn from it. But try to do it on your own in your books. Don't copy the same. If you copy, you are gone. Don't be a copy. Be original. Shall we start with the next? So my question is, sum of the angles of a triangle is equal to 180. What is triangle? Is it a heart shape रे? तो वैलेंटाइन बहुत दूर है अभी तो. 3 lines it is. This is a triangle. Right? And sum of the angles of a triangle are 180 degree. But you have nothing to do with it because we won't be going the X method. मैंने बोला ना, we won't be going X method. It's a waste of time. So you have to check for the angles which are in the ratio 2:7:11. So if I talk about A, 20:70:90. 2:7 to R I. Are you getting 11? No. So it is 9. It is not the case. Now directly I talk about the option 4. 1 minute. Where is the 14? C. So 18 is to 63 is to 99. So 9 twos are, 9 sevens are, 9 elevens are. Is it satisfying? So option C is the right option. Now 15th one. Shall we start? Division of rupees 324 between x, y is in the ratio 11 is to 7. 11 is to 7 के ratio में they have divided. X and y would get rupees. Partnership ma, directly you have to do it. X is nothing but 324 into 11 by 18. Partnership. You know, that's what it happens every time, you know, in the exam also. Partnership, how many of you have learned partnership? Almost everyone. So now, suppose you and me are there and someone is dividing in the ratio 2 is to 3. Mine is 2, yours is 3. So mine is how much part? 2 by 5. Yours is 3 by 5. Means particular ratio divided by sum of the or particular term. Let me write as term, not ratio. By sum of the terms. Right? Similarly, y would get how much? 324 into 7 by 18. Come on, tell me the answer. 1. What is the first one answer? X wala how much? 198. And then y? 126. So 198 is to 126. Simplify and tell me the answer. Just try simplifying it. By chance if you get 4, say it is not possible. 2 say it is possible, na? 2 nines are 18, 1 carry 99, 2 6 and then 3. 3 say again it is possible. 3 threes are and then 2s are 1s are. Again it is possible. 11 is to 7. Check for the answer. None of this? Chalo, badhiya. Acha, directly that is given. So you need not waste time only. But suppose in the question if something is given, then you have to be very careful. Now 16th one. Guys, listen to me this one. Those who can do it, you can try if you want to. Others, you all can listen. Anand earns rupees 80 in 7 hours. Okay. And then Pramod earns rupees 90 in 12 hours. The ratio of their earnings. Guys, what is the first thumb rule of a ratio? It has to be of same kind. Is it of same kind? Is earning 80 for 7, is earning 90 for 12. Have a look here. We'll have enough time to write, like in learn. Focus should be on learning. Cross multiply. 80 into 12 is to 7 into 90. 0, 0 cancel. 12 8s are 90. 7 9s are 63. 3 के टेबल में cancel it. 32 21. Clear? Guys, just let me know when to proceed further. I'm waiting for you only. When you people tell me, I'll proceed further. Those who want to write, just write down. Shall I start? 17th one, the ratio of two numbers is 7:10 and their difference is 105. Two cases are given. So if I consider 200 is to 305, option not considered because 305 means 10 you will not get, simple. Now option B I will consider 185, 290. So basically 10 means it has to be 29. Check 185 is going in 29 or not. 29 5s are 185, is it? No, 7 May you won't get it. Are you getting 185 for 7 Ray? You won't get it. So option B is also wrong. Now option C. You can, I think, consider this 245, 350. So 105 is the difference. Case 2 is satisfying in all the three cases. Check about the case 1. 7:10 is it? 35 sevens are 245. Huh? 35 sevens are 245. So 35 sevens are 35 tens are. So 7:10. Case satisfied 1 and difference is how much? 350 minus 245, 105. Case 2 satisfied. Which is the right option? C. Shall I proceed next? Now 18th one. Am I going fast? No, na? 18th one. So PQR are three cities. The ratio of average temperatures, this one listen carefully, between PQ. So P is to Q is 11 is to 12 and between P and R is 9 is to 8. They are asking us about QR. So can I directly write 2 is to 8? Can I directly write 2 is to 8? No way. We can never ever do that. Why? Have a look. In the first place, P is 11, Q is 2. In the second place, P is 9, R is 8. So both the P's are different, na? So how can you equate it? Can you equate it? No. So what you will do over here is, so P by Q is 11 by 2 and P by R is 9 by 8. 11 by 12, sorry. Hey, you can tell me, Ray, if I'm writing wrong. Huh? And this is 9 by 8. So what we will do over here is into 9 into 9. And here in this case, into 11 into 11. Multiplying the numbers both the sides. Okay, so this will become 99 by 108. This will become 99 by 88. Now, are the P's same? P's are same now. Now I can take Q and R. Because we have converted them into an equivalent fraction. That's what I made you people learn in the beginning of this unit, chapter. So Q is to R is nothing but 108 is to 88. Simplify it. 4 2s are 8, 2 carry 28 na, 47s are. And this is 4 2 2s are 27 is to 22. Option B. Shall we proceed further? So 18th one. We do not have any other method in this. So this one you have to do this method only. No easy method. Is it clear, ma? I hope everyone is clear. Yes, ma, you. You. Cleared? Now 19th one. X is to Y is 3 is to 4. They are asking you to do x square y plus xy square. 1 minute. Is to x cube plus y cube. So x is 3, y is 4. Substitute and tell me the answer quick. So 3 square, 9 into 4 plus 3 into 16 is to 3 cube means 27 plus 4 cube means 4 for the 16 for the 64. So 9 for the 32 and then this would be 48. 27 bole to 1 carry 9. This would be 0 1 carry 8. 80 is to 91. Sorry, my bad. Yeah. So 36 means 2 4 1 carry 84. 84 is to 91. Option is none of this. Seven table you will get, you can cancel in 7 table na re. 7 ones are 7 twos are 7 ones are 7 threes are. Be careful, you will lose your marks otherwise. You have to find out ways, ma. 1 means obviously 3 ke table mein it's not going. Check for 7 then. 9 ke table mein anyhow it will not go. While cancelling, use your brain. Calculator will rust your brain. You have to use it. Nahi bol ke nahi, but your brain should also be. You have to use your brain also. Shall I proceed further, guys? 20th one. Now this is what I like it. I just want if anyone can, help me with it. Or if anyone can just try doing it. 5 minutes exam mein time nahi hai beta utta. Only 1 minute in exam. So this is the first one. मैं कराती हूँ. Once you people practice, then only you people can do it, na? 1 minute. Now guys, have a look over here. P is to Q is the sub. I want everyone's attention on the board. Okay. One of the important one, 20th one, 21st one are very, very important. P is to Q is the subduplicate ratio of P minus X square is to Q minus X square, right? First one, I will advise you to do the trial and error method. If I go in the X method, minimum it will take more than 1 minute. I know this, I can do it. But what I will do is subduplicate means I have to square it, equate it, and then I have to cross multiply, cancel it, wasting my time. They're asking us directly X square. So basically it means that when you square root P minus X square is to Q minus X square, the answer should be equal to P is to Q. And if that is the case, what should be the X square? So X square by trial and error method, I am considering C. I am considering because I know the answer. I have been doing it for n number of years. So I know the answer. I think C is the answer. So by I consider this by T and E. But I have to obviously verify it again now. So P minus PQ by P plus Q whole root, and then Q minus PQ by P plus Q whole root. So P plus Q that side. So that side means P square plus PQ minus PQ divided by P plus Q whole root. Similarly, PQ plus Q square minus PQ by P plus Q. I can cancel the denominator. Same denominators, I can cancel it. Sorry. 1 minute, 1 minute. I did strike wrong. So, plus PQ minus PQ plus PQ minus PQ. I am left over with P square is to Q square. What is the answer? आया समझ में? Copy down quick. Shall we proceed further? Guys, shall I give you 21st as your homework? Will you try doing it? Try karoge? Option A is the answer, I think. You can just use it. But listen to me. 21, 22, 23 are your homework. You can do that. Do it now only. Once after I complete 24, 25, you do that. Okay? So 21, I'll write over here 21, 22 and 23 your homeworks. So 24th one I'm starting. Daily earnings of two persons are in the ratio of 4:5. They are the earnings. Daily expenses are in the ratio of, so they are the expenses. How much are they saving? each saves rupees 50 per day. Okay, so their daily earnings are what is what they are asking. Option A में it cannot be 40 comma 50. Why? They are saving only 50 na. So 40 50 में there would be no saving. Earnings is asking ma. Earnings means the total amount. Savings means earnings minus expenses is equal to savings. So just have a look. Everyone have a look over here. Savings is equal to earnings minus expenses. Okay. I take option C. Option C 400 comma 500 their earnings. Case 1. 4:5 satisfied. Now case 2 I am subtracting expenses. Sorry, I am subtracting savings. If I subtract the savings from earnings, I will be left over with expenses, as simple as that. So 400 minus 50, comma 500 minus 50. So this is 350 and then 450. This is in the ratio of 7:9. These are the expenses. Case 2 satisfied. Option C is the right option. Just let me know if I can proceed further. Ratio between the speeds of two trains is 7:8. If the second train runs 400 kilometers in 5 hours, okay, the speed of the first train is, so 400 kilometers in 5 hours. So how would you do it, ma, this thing? Matlab 7:8 is equal to x is to 400. X is to 400 means how many kilometers ma basically in 1 hour? 400 divided by 5. 7:8 is equal to x is to 80. So what it has to be x? 70 kilometer per hour. 5 hours na. So we have to make it convert into equivalent. Simplify bolo to equivalent we have to do. Did you get it? So x is how much ma? 70. Simplify karo. That is how will you simplify? 7 by 8 is equal to x by 80. Cross multiply, x will be 70. That's how you have to do. You first do 20 to 23 because you can do it. 21 and then later on you can try. So the students who are live, okay, You people have to do this 21, 22 and 23. We have done almost all the problems. So you people do it, try it. If you don't get it, let me know. We will do it tomorrow. We are done for the day. Have a great day.